Hi everybody, Ivana Intuitive here for our Wednesday predictions video. Um, as we get started, let me remind everyone this is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe as it really does help the channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all my subscribers that have been here for a long time. I appreciate that too. So, I have a couple of questions here that I want to get answered. I always use this Radiant Rider Waite tarot deck. I love it for this predictions video. For some clarifying cards, I'm going to use the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And then we're going to do our 3-card pick today with the Golden Insights Oracle deck. This deck to me just has a good energy, okay? But this is a strong energy. Let's say that. I can't think of the word that I want to use, but it just seems to have a strong energy, but it's accurate, and it does. Every time I read with it, I just get kind of a weird feeling, but it's a good weird feeling. It's, nothing to be worried about, but it's just like, wow, there just has an energy around it that I really haven't been able to identify. But again, we'll see how it goes. Again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Again, like, share, and subscribe. And let's get started. The first question that I want to answer is when we, and this, I have actually rescued a lot of dogs. I tend to rescue older dogs, large senior dogs is my thing. But I don't have any dogs right now. My dogs have all passed on at the moment. But I wanted to know if, when we rescue a dog and we adopt them, are they aware of the difference in their quality of life? So I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards. So when I rescue a dog, or when anybody rescues a dog and they love them up, which by the way, I have found that oftentimes when I rescue a dog, they're usually in pretty bad shape, but it's nothing that good food, clean water, love, really some basic veterinary care can't cure for the most part, okay? So it really, that love and the clean water and the good food and the care, the veterinary care, it just absolutely works wonders, and it's amazing, the turnaround. But I'm wondering, are they aware of the difference in their quality of life when they're rescued? So, yeah, I pulled a couple cards here, and it's interesting because I am going to pull a clarifying card with the Spirit Animal Oracle deck and see what I get. And you know what? I picked the deck up and I was guided to look at the bottom of the deck, and this is what I saw. Butterfly spirit, and I heard you don't even have to shuffle. This is the card. So let's get started. The first card that I got is this Ace of Wands card. This is a new beginning, a new creative beginning, a new strong, beginning, moving forward, a new fertile beginning, right? So I'm going to say that it is an absolute yes, that when we rescue dogs, and really any animals, cats too, that they know right away, I am going forward with this beautiful, strong, fertile energy with someone who loves me, and yes, they very much pick up on that. An obstacle card is this Two of Swords card. This is the second card that I got. I usually don't read the second card as an obstacle or as a challenge, but in this case, I'm being called to do that. The challenge is before they get rescued, they are questioning, where am I going? What decisions are being made about me? Okay. So there's this obstacle before they get adopted as to, really feeling, protecting themselves, right? Guarding themselves, and also not being sure what the next step is. But here we end with this Three of Wands card, and this Three of Wands, this beautiful card, you see the sunlight had the golden, again, it's wands, creativity, watching their ships come in, knowing that they have a loving family. And again, watching their ships come in, they know how beautiful, how fertile, what a great outcome it is for them. And then getting this clarifying card of this butterfly spirit card. Transformation is beautiful, it says. So I would give it a big resounding yes. That, when I've rescued dogs, and I really do, I've done it for many years, and when I do it, I absolutely agree that, did I rescue the dog, or did the dog rescue me? I think that's a big part of it too. I really love having dogs around me and rescuing them and giving them time, especially as an old senior dog, as a senior, and usually, and I like the big dogs, big senior dog, just to give them like I always think it's a nice, I try to make my home for them like a rest home, right? They're going home to a beautiful home where there's love and there's water and there's food and there's just everything they want. If they want to go on walks, if they're able to do that, I have a fenced in backyard, you know, they can just enjoy life, right? Just enjoy life and really find their voice. In fact, one of the dogs I had, that was my biggest goal for her, is that she would find her voice, and she did. I had her for 4 years. I rescued her when she was 10. She passed when she was about 14, 15, and she did. She came into her own, and it was a real joy. It was a real joy for me to see that and for me to be a part of that process. So that's the first question. The next question that I got is, oh, you know, and this has been crossing my radar lately, and it's, will the cause of chronic fatigue syndrome be found, and will we find an effective treatment method? I've never really heard of chronic fatigue syndrome, and it's funny because in the last 3 days, I've been like seeing it all over. I don't know if something's gone on in the news or in the media that it's been coming up. But anyway, yeah, will the cause of chronic fatigue syndrome be found? I'm going to pull a card on that. Yes, but it's going to be a while. I'm going to say yes, but it's going to be a while. And it's something that's going to come out of the blue with research, or actually another maybe prescription being used for something. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, you know, we're not real happy with the treatments maybe that we currently have, but something will come up. Being that it's a 4 card, I'm going to think within the next 4 years. It's not really a 4-week or a 4-month thought process, but maybe within the next 4 years. And then will we find what causes it? Yes. And then will we find an effective treatment method? I'm just going to pull a card on that too. Will we find an effective treatment method for chronic fatigue syndrome? Oh, a bunch of cards came out. So you know what? I'm going to put those back in the deck. But you know what? When I have a lot of cards fall out like that, that usually means a lot of energy is being, you know, expended on it, or a lot of energy is around it. So finding an effective treatment method. I'm going to say yes, there's going to be an effective treatment method, but let me work through. Oh, these are this is the numerology on the cards is interesting, which we'll get into that. Let me pull a clarifying card. Oh, I love this. Okay. The first card that I got is this 8 of Swords card. This is kind of, I think, how it is. You feel bound up. You really can't leave. You almost like are, you know, fenced in, right? You can't really do anything. And you just, that seems to be what the symptoms are. The obstacle is you can't really do, this is another, by the way, this is an 8, okay, of Swords. This is an 8 of Pentacles. The obstacle being you can't really do work. You can't really do what you are like, you know, if you're like a master craftsman or whatever you do, what you love to do in life, you really can't do it. Okay, that's the obstacle. Why? Because you get the 7 of Wands. You're kind of fighting off this disease or this, you know, virus. I'm not really sure what it is, but you're busy fighting it off, but you are doing all that you can to do it. But it's almost like it's unrelenting. These, like, they just keep coming at you. It just keeps coming at you. It just doesn't get better. And it's not like enough sleep will get you better. It's like, yeah, there's just, I can just almost feel like you're just kind of like stuck in like molasses or something like that. So, but then the card coming out here, this was interesting too. We got 2 8s, and then we have this 7 of Wands, and then we got this 7, which is a major arcana card, the Chariot. Something's coming though, but I'm not thinking it's going to be, maybe because of the 7s and the 8s, for about 7 to 8 years. That's still kind of a long time off, but something will be here within the next decade. This is moving forward, right? This charioteer, he is going forward, looking for, you know, leaving town, looking for the path that needs to be taken. Things are moving. They're going to start to move. This is a very fast moving card, but I think it's going to be faster moving towards the end of maybe like 5 or 6 years, where then they're getting really close to a cure. So, or to really some really beautiful treatment methods that will really help a lot of people. The clarifying card that I got is a 55, which is a 10, which is a master number, and it's Snake Spirit, and it says time to heal. Again, between the 7 to 8 to 10 year mark, time to heal. I can't believe what a great card to get for this. So I think things are out there a bit for any kind of like treatment methods and things like that. But I do think that they're coming. And I do apologize right now. I don't know why, but my eye is watering quite a bit. So not sure why that's going on. But let's just keep moving on, right? Our next question then that I would like to have answered is, this is interesting. So how much climate change is caused by humans and how much climate change is just caused by nature, right? How much climate change is just natural. So I'm going to pick one card and ask how much of climate change is caused by humans. And maybe not how much, but, well, yeah, how much? Let's see what card we get here. So how much of climate change is caused by humans? Okay, I'm going to get that. And then how much climate change is just natural? I mean, climate change is something too. There's a naturally, I think it is naturally occurring, and that's part of a, there has part of the component of it. So there is just some natural component of it. Again, I'm losing a lot of cards here as I shuffle, but putting those back in. So how much climate change is being caused just by natural? Okay, by humans, I got this 4. This is a pretty solid foundation. That a lot of it is, that's a foundational question. This is a yes card, okay? And the 4 of Wands is a yes card. And it's almost like, yeah, the foundation of it is, the bulk of it is caused by humans. But then I got the 3 of Pentacles, that some of it is absolutely caused by nature too, but a lot less. And it's because of, it's almost like nature has a skilled way of doing climate change to enhance like the biology of the planet and things like that. Like that is like more of course, a natural, it makes sense, and a more natural way of, managing the climate. Whereas with us, this is more of a man-made way, and that it absolutely, so I think much more of it is man-made, but there also is the natural component in it too. And then the last question that I have, and I don't usually read on weather, so please just, take this for what it's worth. I mean, again, this is for entertainment purposes only. What about the upcoming Florida hurricane season? So the upcoming Florida hurricane season, what are some cards that we may get on that? What's kind of some information we can get on that? Upcoming hurricane season. Okay. And yeah, this is really almost the first time I've ever really read on a weather issue. So I don't usually read on weather. I don't really feel that connected to those kind of readings. Let me see. Okay, here we go. The first card that I got is the Sun card. This Sun card is a very positive card, but it's also a yes card. And it kind of says to me that yes, there is going to be, I'm going to say, some significant activity with the hurricanes. The next card that I got is this obstacle or challenge card, which is the Hangman. And the feeling that I'm getting from this card is, it's kind of like, don't stay in place. Don't, if something comes up, make sure that you're watching the Weather Channel or NOAA or whatever. Don't stay in place. Don't hang around, okay? If you get any kind of things, please, take shelter, do what you need to do. Do what you're told to do as far as getting into a safe place. And then the last card that I got is this Knight of Pentacles card. This is a very slow-moving card, and I'm getting the feeling that this hurricane season is going to feel like it's very slow-moving, that there are going to be some major, hurricane issues, and they're going to feel like you're just slogging through the season. So we'll see. Again, I don't really read on weather, but it seems like the best thing that you can do, make sure that you get out there, obviously listen to the authorities, take shelter, get out of town, whatever it is, that would be a great idea. And then the clarifying card that I got for this is Beaver Spirit, and it says, lay a solid foundation. Funny, because beavers, build dams and build foundations. Make sure that you have that solid foundation for yourself. You have a safety plan, because it seems like there might be, things might crop up a little bit more severely than you might think they would. So, excuse me, that's the reading for the questions. And now let's do our 3-card read. This is with the Golden Insights Oracle deck, which I love this deck, and I just always get like a crazy energy off it, but it's an accurate crazy energy. It's a good crazy energy. You know what I just got? It tells it like it is. Let's put it that way. Okay, so here we go. Let me shuffle a little bit for our 3-card pick. think about just something, you know, a general thing, something that's on your mind. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. Don't worry about it. It's, again, for entertainment purposes only. So let's see what we got here. All right. Hopefully this gives a little clarification on whatever you're dealing with. So here's card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you. 1, 2, or 3. Okay. If you picked card 1, you got the Ring card. It says marital union, eternal love, long-term commitment, meeting a perfect partner. So this could be a perfect partner romantically, a perfect partner business-wise. So, but this is a really solid, and it shows like a solid gold, strong and solid, like eternity, like really, you know, it's ongoing, right? So that's card 1. If you pick card 2, you got ballerina. It says discipline, gracefulness, elegance, strong focus required, practice, and perfection. So if you're practicing something, you know what? I heard that, you know, practice makes perfect. And when I was taking piano lessons once, my teacher said, perfect practice makes perfect. So don't, you know, so just keep that in mind. It's perfect practice makes perfect. But again, it's having that discipline, the gracefulness, the elegance, and having a strong focus may be required for with whatever you're dealing with. And if you picked card 3, you got the Hammer card. It says hard work, working things out, building something, trying to fix things. This looks like a good card. If you're moving forward, you're trying to repair. I'm hearing repairing a relationship, or also just doing stuff around the house or whatever. So there you go. There's the 3 cards for today. Don't forget, Mondays, I do my 3-card pick a card. Tuesdays is Super Duper Girl, channel Super Duper Girl. Wednesdays are my predictions. That's today. Tomorrow will be energy readings, and Friday are my weekend readings. So I will absolutely see you then, my friends. Have a great day. Namaste.